Um, unfortunately, I'm pulling out of the race, pulling out of the event, which I ideally wanted to do, as you could tell from my last video. Went over on my ankle, probably about 1.3 kilometers into the race. I kept going for another kilometer, trying to see if I could run it off, but it's not going to happen today. The start of the race is a steep downhill. It's wet, it's muddy. I don't know, so many people, so many feet, everyone, crammed in together at the start line. I wasn't doing anything silly. Next thing you know, I just went over. I knew it was bad when it happened. So, I'm doing the walk of shame now. It's the first time I've ever withdrawn without finishing an event. I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed, but I guess that's the nature of what we're doing, and so looking forward to this one. And it's just beautiful. It's just really beautiful trails and track, and yeah, I'm pretty devastated, so have to call this one a day, I think. So there you have it, a bit of a disappointing end to the weekend, as you can tell. And I think if you were to watch the last video that I posted, which was a bit about my preparation for the event, the day, you can tell how enthusiastic and excited I was to be there. So yeah, it was a bit of a disappointing end to the day. A new experience for me in terms of not finishing or pulling out of an event, which is probably the thing that caused the most disappointment, but really there was nothing I could do. So when I went over on my ankle, it was very early on. I think I just completed a kilometre or so. I did try to keep going. I did walk for a while, I did jog for a while. I thought about completing one lap of the 3-lap course, but ultimately I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it, and I wouldn't have enjoyed the day at all, and it just wouldn't have been wise to continue. So I decided to withdraw and go back to the start. So look, I think for me there's a couple of ways to look at it. Firstly, I could be really hard on myself and say you should have been paying more attention, you should have been watching where you were putting your feet. It was really dark, you should have been taking small steps, maybe you should have started further towards the back, those sorts of things. So it's really easy to be difficult on yourself and be more careful in future. And I think I will take some of that away and definitely consider that in future. But then on the other side, you can also be easy on yourself and say, look, that was just really unlucky and these things happen. So I think it's a little bit of both. I think I wasn't being silly, I wasn't doing anything stupid. I was going out there to enjoy the day, but probably didn't have a true understanding of just how boggy, muddy, rocky, rough, uneven the course was going to be. And the pictures that I'm sort of putting up on screen at the moment don't do it justice for the beginning of the race, where I actually did the ankle. It was much more uneven than what some of these pictures that I'm sharing from the small part of the race that I got to do, where those photos are actually from. So look, it's a few days now since Sunday. I'll admit, on Sunday I was pretty upset, I was pretty disappointed. I was up at midnight for a 4 AM start. I had to drive nearly an hour and a half. I was the second competitor to arrive. That's how excited and prepared I was for the day, how much I was looking forward to it. And my race literally lasted, 8 or 9 minutes until my ankle rolled. It was a really good event run by Run Queensland. It was the first time I've entered an event with them, and I'll definitely be doing a great group of people and a really well organised event. In fact, they have another one at the exact same location at the end of January, but instead of doing a sunrise race, it's actually a sunset race. So something I'll very strongly consider doing at the end of January. So, yeah, it was a wonderful day. Just disappointing the way it finished, but look, we've got to be grateful, right? We get to do these things. There'll be more in the future. I've got a big schedule planned for next year, which I'm really looking forward to as well. So, maybe let's have a little bit of a rest over Christmas and pick it up again, in the next couple of weeks. In terms of the ankle itself, I was really worried on Sunday. I thought potentially broken. Potentially an x-ray absolutely necessary, those sorts of things, but I did all the right things on Sunday afternoon. I iced it on and off, rest, elevation, compression, still compression to this day. We're at Thursday now, so a couple of days since, but I'm really happy with how the ankle feels at the moment. I definitely expected it to be much worse than what it actually is. I've been walking around on it, so yeah, I'm not going to the doctor or going to do an x-ray or anything of that nature at this time. I honestly think I'll start running again lightly, very lightly, within the next week or so. If that doesn't happen, then I'll probably get myself along to the doctor for an x-ray or something, but the pain isn't too bad. It's just when I try to change direction or, but walking in a straight line has been really good. So look, that's a recap of the event. Obviously a disappointing one, but lots to learn, lots to think about, lots to feel grateful for in terms of the opportunity to do these things, and this is just part of it, and this was my turn, and I've probably had good fortune to this point to be able to complete all of the events that I've participated in. I'll be more careful in future. I think one of the things I was excited the most about was this was the first time I was going to be doing back-to-back marathons, one weekend after the other. Not to be, but maybe next year. So looking forward to that as usual. So yeah, I'm just going to, day by day at the moment with my ankle, see how it goes, and start lightly running again as soon as I can. But in the meantime, some active recovery in terms of walking, compression, elevation, those sorts of things until then. So anyway, maybe you got something from this video. Hopefully my experience is something that you can draw upon, if you're going through the same things, or if you're looking to get started in running or trail running. If you got something from the video, please like, please subscribe. Really encourage any comments that you want to leave below. I'd love to get involved and have a conversation. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you then. Thank you.